Welcome to Savvy Selections Personal Growth. Don't forget to follow us so you'll always be the first to know when we release new and exciting content. Today, we're diving into a really powerful, science-backed way to combat all that modern stress, simply by reconnecting with the natural world. If you're feeling the pressure of techno-stress and just general burnout, believe me, you are far from alone in this hyper-connected world we're all living in. And this isn't just a feeling. It's a documented public health challenge, and it's driven by the lines between our work and our personal lives getting blurrier and blurrier. We're really facing a perfect storm of interconnected issues. A lot of us are dealing with the constant buzz of digital fatigue and the mental drain from techno-stress, which makes it feel almost impossible to ever truly switch off. And with remote work becoming the norm, these problems are just getting more intense. That's created a huge demand for wellness solutions that are actually accessible and don't cost a fortune. And one of the most powerful solutions might just surprise you. But what if the solution isn't some new app, but something ancient, powerful, and scientifically validated? Let's talk about Shinrin-Yoku, which literally translates to forest bathing. Now, what's really fascinating here is the journey. This is not some passing trend. It all started as a national health initiative in Japan way back in 1982. And over 4 decades, it's evolved into a global clinical standard. It's a practice that's now recognized as a cornerstone of a whole field called forest medicine. So how does simply being in a forest create such profound physiological changes? Well, the answer is in the science, and it is absolutely fascinating. It all starts with something you can't even see. Trees release these organic compounds called phytoncides to protect themselves. You can kind of think of it as the forest's own natural immune system. And the impact of just breathing these compounds in is, well, it's astonishing. When we inhale them, they trigger an incredible response in our own immune system. Studies have shown a 3-day forest trip can boost the activity of our natural killer cells, those are the ones that fight off tumors and viruses, by a massive 50%. And what's really incredible is that immune boost can last for over 30 days after you leave the forest. But beyond that, forest bathing effectively flips a switch in our nervous system. It moves us out of that constant fight-or-flight mode that's so common in cities and into a state of rest and digest, which promotes deep relaxation. The data is just crystal clear. I mean, look at these numbers. We see a 21.3% drop per hour in the stress hormone cortisol and huge reductions in blood pressure and adrenaline. It even increases our heart rate variability, which is a key sign of our body's ability to handle stress. The forest truly provides a full biological reset. So, beyond all those amazing physical benefits, the forest also has this remarkable ability to heal our mentally exhausted brains. This is explained by something called attention restoration theory. See, unlike a busy city street that demands our constant focus and just drains our mental energy, the gentle stimuli of a forest, the rustling leaves, the light, engage what's called soft fascination, which lets our minds rest and replenish. And the results are totally measurable. Studies have shown that after a walk in the woods, people's working memory can improve by up to 20% compared to those who just walked in a city. This is proof that a dose of nature can directly fight the brain fog that we get from all our digital overstimulation. So, okay, the science is really compelling, but how can you actually apply this in your own busy life? Well, researchers like Dr. Mary Hunter at the University of Michigan have identified a super effective nature pill that is accessible to pretty much everyone. The prescription is surprisingly simple, but it has a powerful, measurable impact. The key here is consistency. Find a bit of nature. Spend just 20 to 30 minutes there and try to do it at least 3 times a week. That's all it takes. And the data confirms just how powerful this simple practice is. As you can see in this chart, just one session can lead to a significant drop in key stress biomarkers, which makes it a perfect tool for building resilience in our modern lives. And hey, thanks to some really innovative urban planning, like the Miyawaki method, which creates these dense little micro-forests in urban spaces, accessing your nature pill is becoming easier even in the most densely populated areas. So, what are the key takeaways for you? First, just remember that nature is medicine. It's a science-backed tool for modern stress. Second, it works fast. Just 20 minutes can make a real difference. And finally, it's accessible to everyone. Any nature counts, from a deep forest to a local city park. So, the question for you is, what's one small step you'll take this week to get your dose of nature? Thank you for watching, and remember to hit that like button, and don't forget to follow us so you'll always be the first to know when we release new and exciting content. We'll see you in the next video.